We had seen the steps in decision making. Just a second. Yeah. Okay, steps in decision making. We had seen 6 steps. First, define and identify the problem. Formulate the decision making problem in mathematical terms. List all the possible states of nature. I think you remember states of nature, the things which are not in the hands of the decision maker. So, those are the states of nature which are almost likely to occur. Then this particular list needs to be exhaustive. It should end, okay, after a certain numbers. Okay, then identify all the courses of action available to the decision maker. So what different alternatives you have, okay, to take decision. So which alternative I need to choose, so those alternatives also should be there. Then find out payoffs corresponding to the respective state of nature and decision alternative. So there is some payoff, whether it is a certain cost that you need to pay or there is a certain uh, profit that you are gaining out of a particular thing. Like for example, if you are buying something, or like for transportation, you are going somewhere. Okay, so there is some cost that is involved. But in case of a particular thing that you are selling, okay, so there is some profit that you are gaining. So we are basically taking these two scenarios where you are sending, you are spending something or you are gaining something. So there is a particular what do you call a spend or a profit. Okay, profit or I may not say loss. Here it's a kind of a thing where you are basically using money to gain something. Okay, so instead of the profit and loss, I could say gains. Okay, gains and losses. So apply an appropriate decision theory to take the respective or correct decision which maximizes the available payoffs. So maximize in the sense we are talking about the profits that we are getting from or out of this particular uh, decision. Okay, or in case of minimization, we are minimizing the cost. Okay, so first we'll look at a problem or a few problems basically where we are formulating. Then after formulation, we'll be looking at different methods by which we are taking decisions. Okay, so if you see, so this is a formulation problem. So you can take down formulation of a problem. Take down a firm manufactures three types of products. A firm manufactures three types of products, comma, the fixed and variable cost, the fixed and variable cost of products are as follows. Of products are as follows. A firm manufactures three types of products. The fixed and variable cost of products are as follows. Take down this particular table. Product ABC, fixed cost in rupees per unit and variable cost in rupees per unit. So fixed cost for A is 25,000, fixed cost for B is 35,000, fixed cost for C is 53,000. So for variable cost, for A is 12, for B is 9, and C is 7 per unit. Done with the table? Let me know once you are done with the table.
Done, sir.
Okay, fine. So next, the likely demand of products. Next line, right? The likely demand of products. The likely demand of products is given below. The likely demand of products is given below. Full stop. Three types of demand. Three types of demand, comma, poor demand. Poor demand is equal to 3,000 units. Poor demand is equal to 3,000 units demanded. Poor demand is equal to 3,000 units demanded, comma. For moderate demand, for moderate demand is equal to 7,000 units demanded. 7,000. 7,000 units demanded, comma. And for high demand is equal to 11,000 units demanded. 11,000. 11,100. 11,000 units demanded. Full stop. If the sale price for each product, if the sale price for each product is rupees 25, if the sale price for each product is rupees 25, then prepare is 25, then prepare the payoff matrix. Then prepare the payoff matrix. Then prepare the payoff matrix.
So some people are waiting to get in.
Okay, I'll just check. Okay, ask them to join now. You can message them. Okay, ask them to join now. You can message them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'll go back with the presentation. Okay, this is the question that is given to you. Okay, so just see what all is given. Three types of products. Okay, what are those three types of products? It is A, B, and C. Three types of products: A, B, and C. Okay, I think someone had come over there. I'll just check. Okay. Fine. Okay, three types of products are there. Which are those products? A, B, and C are the product types. And what is given? Fixed cost and variable cost. FC is the fixed cost, VC is the variable cost. With that, they are giving you some demand. Okay, what kind of demand? There is poor demand, there is moderate demand, and there is high demand. So, what is poor demand? Poor demand is 3,000, moderate demand is 7,000, and high demand is 11,000. And the sale price for each product. Okay, so each product ABC all are having the same selling price. So what is the selling price? Is 25 rupees. Okay, whatever the number that is demand could be 3,000, 7,000, or 11,000, or whatever the product it might be ABC, I am having rupees 25 only for selling. So selling price is 25 rupees. Now what they are asking? They are asking you to prepare payoff matrix. So what is payoff matrix? So in this case, when sale is coming, okay, in this case, when sale is coming, we need to find out profits. So in payoff, when we are selling, the payoff is the uh, profits, what you are gaining from selling these particular products. So if you see what all things are there, so they are asking you to make a payoff matrix. So payoff matrix means what all should be there. There should be some horizontal components and some vertical components, right? Like this, like in product is there. So product ABC should be there. Then here fixed cost and variable cost in the horizontal. So vertical product and horizontal, the different costs that are there. Okay, in this particular table, what I'm telling. So, but in a normal payoff matrix, if you see what should be there, so there are some products A, B, and C. The products are there A, B, and C. Then, according to poor demand, medium demand, and high demand. So here, what all is there? So here, I could write demand here. Okay, D. So this is demand. So because anyway it's already written here, poor demand, medium demand, and high demand. This is demand, and these are the payoffs. Payoffs is in thousands of rupees. Okay. So these are the products. Product A, product B, and product C. So always remember the demand or the different categories what we tell. So here in terms of demand, the three categories are poor, medium, and high. This should be in vertical. Okay, so in horizontal, it is the products. So you can switch also, not an issue, but don't get confused. Usually make an arrangement where you are putting one thing in horizontal or vertical and the opposite will be in the opposite side. So here what we are taking: demand, poor demand, medium demand, and high demand. And here A, B, C are the products. So as I said, so here I need to put, so this is a payoff. Here 14, 13 and 1 is written. So these are the payoffs. Okay, how did we calculate these 14, 13 and 1? Okay, so these are the payoffs in the sense whatever profit I am getting. So in for poor demand, you already know they have given you. Okay, so I'll just, okay. So if you see here, they are already given for poor demand, it is 3000 units. So you can write given. So don't copy this. You can write given. So what all is given? So I'm having for poor demand 3000, moderate demand 7000, and high demand 11,000. And sales price of rupees 25. You can write all these things in given. Okay, then if you want, you can write fixed cost and variable cost also, because that is already there. So I'm not giving. So this is in the format of a statement. So you need to write this. Others, this is this particular table. You can make out like what is what. So that's why I write given. Okay, poor demand 3000, moderate demand 7000, and high demand 11,000. And selling price for each product is rupees 25. You can write this as given. Then coming to this, how to find out this particular payoff. So if you see here, payoff is equal to, in this case, it is profit, right? So how are you going to find profit? Profit is selling price minus cost price is your profit, correct? So here total selling price minus total cost price is my profit. So this profit is the payoff in this case. So I am writing payoff here. So how to find out for, see here, you can write, like you can see here A11, A12, A13. So you can take any A, X, Y, Z, not an issue. But this particular 11 is very important. So this is telling which particular cell basically I am looking at. So this A11. So always this is A. So first letter, so first one is the row, always it is row. Then second particular what you call the number will specify the column. So this is this particular square, okay, or this particular cell. In general, we call this a cell. So this particular cell has a name of A11. The designation for this particular cell. If I say A11, you should see at this particular cell. Okay, if I see at this particular cell, that is B, next to B here, 13 where it is written. So what would be the cell number? So first is the row. Okay, so first row, this is first row only, and second column. This is B is the second column. So it is A12. So if I tell this, this is A13, first row and third column. Okay, this is A13. So if you come to this one, so here it becomes A21 because it is second row and first column, and this one will be A22. So can anybody tell me what is the nomenclature for this particular cell where I am moving? Can anybody tell me what is the nomenclature?
A23.
A23, right, correct. This is A23. So if I go down here, this would be A31. I'll just write for all. In the next one, I'll not write, but I'll mention directly the name. This is A31. This is A32. And this is A33. Okay. A33. So this is what is the nomenclature for each cell. So that is the name we can say. So by this name we are designating this particular cell. So if I say A22, suddenly you should look at second row, second column, second row, second column. So this is the A22 one. Okay, that's how you should remember. Okay, so similarly, you know now what is payoff here? Total selling price minus total cost price. So for A11, so A11, what is there? A is there and poor demand is there. So for poor demand, I need to have 3000 as the quantity. Okay, 3000 as the quantity. And selling price. So what is the selling price? It is already given 25. So the number, total number of the quantity into the selling price minus what is cost now? cost, if you see, I'll go back, they are given 12. For A, variable cost is 12. Okay, so I'll take 12 into the number of products. So it is 12 into the number of products. So total uh, selling price 3000 into 25 minus, this is only variable cost. I'll write VC. So this is only calculation for variable cost. So variable cost is 12 into 3000 minus what is fixed cost? Fixed cost is 25,000. So that is minus 25,000. I'll write here fixed cost. Fixed cost is 25,000. So when you calculate this, I am getting 14,000. Okay, so that is 3,000 into 25 minus 12 into 3,000 minus 25,000. I am getting 14,000. So as you can see here, this payoff is in thousands. I am writing only 14. Okay, this is the 14 payoff I have got. Okay, so similarly, second one A12. So again it is A, right? Again it is A. So I am writing 3,000. Again selling price is 25. But for B, for medium, if you see, for medium how much it is? For medium it is 7,000. Okay, so I am writing, A12 is there, not the second one. It's not A21, it's A12. A12 is here. Okay, so I am going to B, and for poor demand. For poor demand, again it is 3,000. Okay, into 25 minus, for B, what is the variable cost? For B, it is 9. Okay, so it will be 9 into 3,000 again. Minus, what is the fixed cost? Fixed cost is 35,000. Okay, so this 35,000 I'll be writing here. Then when I calculate this, 3,000 into 25 minus 9 into 3,000 minus 35,000 will be giving me 13,000. So this is 13 written here. Okay, so next coming to C1, A13. So again it is A. Okay, not A, C. This is poor demand is there. Okay, I got confused here because I was using the terminology A. That's why I got confused. So here A13, it is product C and poor demand only. So for poor demand it is 3,000. Okay, selling price is 25 only. But for product C, what is variable cost? For product C, variable cost is 7. Okay, so I am writing 3,000 into 25 minus 7. This is the variable cost. 7 into, again the number is 3,000. So 3,000 minus, what is the fixed cost? Fixed cost is 53,000. So it is 53,000. When I subtract, I am getting only 1,000. So I'll write 1 here. So similarly, I want you to calculate for medium demand. So for medium demand, what is medium demand? Medium demand is 7,000, right? 7,000 units. So replace here 7,000 into 25 minus, it is for A. For product A, it is 12 again. 12 into 7,000 minus 25,000 should give you the value. So what is the value? Calculate and tell me for medium demand. So write this. Actually, I'll give you some time. Write this. Payoff is equal to total selling price minus cost price. Then payoff. Take 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, write all this. Then check. So how I got 14, how I got 13, how I got 1. So whether the values are right or wrong. Okay, so make this. I'll give you some 5 minutes. Write this. Then I want you to find out the all other values here. So I'll start with A21, A22, A23, then A31, A32, A33. So I want you to give these particular values. I'll be writing the values here. Okay, so I just explained how I got 14, 13 and 1. Similarly, I want you to find the values of A21, A22 and A23. Okay, take down. I'll give you some 5 minutes. So as and when you are done with taking down, just let me know. Then we'll discuss about.
So for A21, 66,000.
A21 is 66,000. I'll just write here 66. So others calculate and just tell me.
And for A22, 77,000.
77,000. Okay.
And A23, 73,000.
73,000. Okay, fine. So others check whether you are getting some other values. And you can, the student who gave the answer can start with A31, A32 and A33.
So for 831, 1,18,000.
118. Okay.
And for 832, 1,41,000.
141. Okay.
And for 833, 1,45,000.
1,45,000. Okay, this is the answer what you have given. So let's check. So others, let others calculate. We will be waiting for their answers. So those who calculate, please let me know whether you are getting the same answer or wrong or no or any other answer. The student, some issue. Suddenly, this particular presentation got cancelled. Just a second, I'll switch it on again. Till then, you calculate and let me know the answers. Okay, can you please repeat the values again for medium demand? So this is
66,000.
this is for A21. What is the value?
66,000.
66. Okay, next one.
77,000.
77,000.
73,000.
73. Okay, next A31.
1,18,000.
1,18,000. 118. Okay, next
1,41,000.
1,41,000. And the last one?
1,45,000.
1,45,000. Okay. Okay, others, are you getting the same one, same value? So I've given you how we got this A11, A12 and A13. So you need to change these values. So this 25 remains the same for all, but this 3000, when you go to B, okay, this 3000, sorry, not B, when you go to medium demand, this 3000 will become 7000. Okay, and when you go to B, the variable cost will change and the fixed cost will change. So we are basically not doing anything, we are just finding out the profit. Okay, profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. So selling price for poor demand, because demand is 3000 and the selling price is 25, that will be the selling price minus variable cost into the number of products, that is 3000 minus the fixed cost. So I am getting this particular value. So anyone else who is getting different values here? Yeah, students, please respond. Are you getting the same values or different values?
Same value, sir.
Same values you are getting? Okay. So because if you are not understanding this, this is the simplest, what do you call, I can say this is the simplest one. So there are different things that will be added here again. So if you are understanding this, then only you will understand the next problem and the next problem. Okay, otherwise it is very difficult. If you are getting confused, ask me the questions now only. Where you are getting confused, what you want to ask. Okay, so by saying this, I think you guys are getting the same answers. So I'll just
Yes,
go
sir.
here. So these are the payoffs that I have calculated for you. So this is the only one sum I'll be calculating like this. Rest all you should do it and tell me. So here 14, 13, 1, 66, 77, 73, 66, 77, 73, 118, 141 and 145. And these are the same ones that you have got, right? So like this. So those who are getting confused or don't want to ask the questions, you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, then go and calculate properly. Okay, don't get confused anywhere. So this is A1213 and everything is given. Okay, so for that particular cell, how I am calculating this particular value. Fine. So again, I have done here 14, 13, 1, 66, 77, 73, 118, 141 and 145. So this is the payoff matrix. So if they just ask you to formulate a payoff matrix, we need to do this. Okay. So coming to the next one, take down this particular problem. A manager of a flower shop, a manager of a flower shop, a manager of a flower shop promises its customer, promises his customers, delivery within delivery within 4 hours on all flower orders. 4 hours on all flower orders, comma. All flowers are purchased. All flowers are purchased on the previous day. All flowers are purchased on the previous day. All flowers are purchased on the previous day and delivered to him and delivered to him. All flowers are purchased on the previous day and delivered to him by 8 a.m. Delivered to him by 8 a.m. the next morning. 8 a.m. the next morning. Full stop. The daily demand for roses, the daily demand for roses is as follows. The daily demand for roses is as follows. You can take down this particular tabular column. Demand in dozens they are given and probability they are given. Demand in dozens 70, 80, 90, 100 and probability is 0.1, 0.2, 0.4 and 0.3. 0.1, 0.2, 0.4 and 0.3. So as soon as you finish this, just let me know. I will dictate the bottom part.
Done, sir.
Done? Okay. So take down. The manager purchases, next line you can write, the manager purchases roses for rupees 10. The manager purchases roses for rupees 10 per dozen, rupees 10 per dozen, and sells them and sells them for rupees 30, 30 and sells them for rupees 30. Full stop. All unsold roses are donated to a local hospital. All unsold roses are donated to a local hospital. Full stop. Make a payoff matrix. Make a payoff matrix for the demand of roses. Make a payoff matrix for the demand of roses. Make a payoff matrix for the demand of roses. Okay, see here what all is given. So leave this 4 hours and all. It is not there now. Just they are asking you to make a payoff matrix. So this 4 hours is not considered there. So what is the important thing here? So the important things are the demand. What is the demand? 70, 80, 90, 100 and probability. So if you see, the next term here is being added, that is the probability. Okay, so even probability should be included for calculation. So for choosing, we need to take the probability, not now. So for making the payoff matrix, this will only be there as probability. It will not be considered like not multiplied, added or nothing. Okay, so this probability term has been introduced here now. So this probability should be included, in the sense should be present in your payoff matrix. Okay, next, what is given here? The person buys roses at 10 rupees per dozen and sells at rupees 30 rupees per dozen. Okay, so you are getting the selling price and the cost price, you know the demand as well. So how are you going to make the payoff matrix? So in this case, there they had given you ABC, okay, and demand was given to you. So here ABC is not given, only demand is given. So what happens? Both on the horizontal side and the vertical side, you need to take the demand only. Okay, I'll just show you how it has been done. See here. So payoff, you already know, ordered. How much ordered? 70, 80, 90 and 100 is the order given to us. So as the same thing here, demand. So this is the demand in the sense I need to order, right? So if I want 70 dozens with me, I need to order 70 dozens. And if you see, this is the actual demand. Actual demand is also 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, that's why your horizontal and the vertical, it will be the same. That is the 70, 80, 90, 100 and here 70, 80, 90, 100. But one change is we need to add the probability. As they have given here probability 0.1, 0.2, 0.4, 0.3, that has to be added. And probability is denoted by small p. The small p is 0.1, 0.2, 0.4 and 0.3. So we'll see in the coming different sums like where we are using this particular probability. So leave it now. So first order 70, 80, 90, 100. Probability we should write, and in horizontal side again 70, 80, 90, 100. So this is the actual demand and this is the ordered quantity. Okay, so what they are telling is, for me getting 70 dozens and the probability is 0.1. For having 80 dozens, the probability is 0.2. For having 90 dozens, probability is 0.4. And for 100 dozens, the probability is 0.3. And similarly, actual demand may vary from 70 dozens, 80 dozens, 90 dozens and 100 dozens. Right? So again, what we need to do, we need to find the payoff. Here, there is no in thousands or something, so it is directly written, whatever the value I am getting. So here, if you see, total selling price minus total cost price, you already know, payoff. Again, it is profit. So for A11, I'll write only the first value here, okay? I mean the first cells. So similarly, you will be getting the other cells. This is A11, so this will be A12 here. 80, the cell which is under 80, it will be A12. So similarly, this will be A21. This is A21. So this is A31. I'll write only these. A31 and this is A41. So now, how did I calculate this? So here, if you see here, 70 is the sales and 70 is the order quantity. So when I order 70, I need to pay the value for 70, right? So what is the ordering value? The cost price is 10 rupees for me and I'm selling at rupees 30, right? So what I'll do? First selling price, right? Selling price minus cost price. So how much I'm selling? At rupees 30 I'm selling. How much? I'm selling at 70. 70 dozens at rupees 30 minus I am buying 70 only, right? I'm buying 70 into 10 because selling cost price is 10. So I'm getting 1400. So that 1400 is written here. Okay, so for the second, I have written A21. For A21, I am having 70. So why here it is 80 given, but why I am taking 70 here? So even if I buy 80 dozens, what is my demand here? My demand is 70 only. Like for example, if you go to a particular shop, okay, you want to buy 1 kg of rice. Okay, but when you go to shop, he is having a whole bag of rice. It might be 25 kgs of rice. But what is your demand? Your demand is only 1 kg of rice. So he will take 1 kg from that 25 kg of bag and he will give it to you. Okay, so he will not say that, okay, I have brought 25 kgs, take all 25 kgs. Will you take? No, right? So what is the demand? Based on the demand only I need to sell. So here my actual demand is 70, but I am bringing 80 dozens. So I think, okay, there might be some 80 dozens of requirement, but what happened here in this case, I am having only 70 dozens. So what I have to do, I can sell only 70 dozens, right? So 70 into 30, selling is 70 into 30, but what I am buying, I am buying 80 dozens. So it is 80 into 10. When I calculate this, I am getting 13,000. So don't get confused here. Sir, 80 hai, but you are taking only 70. Why? Because the demand is 70. I can sell only 70. I cannot sell more than 70. Even if I get 100, I can sell only 70. I cannot sell 100. So this rest is waste. So waste in the sense, what I'm saying, the unsold roses are donated to the local hospital. So I'll be donating these roses to local hospital. So here in this case, I'm having 10 dozens extra. So I'll be donating those 10 dozens to the hospital. Here I'm having 20 dozens extra. So for this particular cell I'm taking A31 cell, if I see only demand is 70. Okay, but I am having 90 dozens. So whatever is left, that is 20 dozens, I will be donating to the hospital. So now coming to 100, but for A41, okay, 100 if I see, demand is only 70. I can sell only 70, but rest 30 dozens what are there, I am donating to the hospital. So now tell me, what will be the value for A11, it's already there, 1400. Now A12, I'll just write here, A12. What is the value for A12? Calculate and tell me.
1700.
1700. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why 1700? What will be the case here? Can you tell me? So this is A12. I'll write here A12. Okay. So can you tell me the calculation here, like how I did 70 into 30? What will be here?
80 into 30
80 into 30. Okay. Then
minus 70 into 10.
minus 70 into 10. Okay. This is equal to
1700.
1700. So you guys are 100% wrong. I can tell you this. Why? I'll tell you. See here, demand is 80, not an issue. Demand is 80, but for this, how much I am ordering? I'm only ordering 70. So I'll give you again shopkeeper's example. So you want to buy 5 kgs of rice. Okay, but the person in the shop, he's having only 4 kgs of rice. How can he sell 5 kgs of rice to you? The maximum that he can sell to you is 4 kgs only, right? The demand is more, no doubt, but I am not having that much of supply, right, to give his or mitigate his demand, right? See here, I am ordering only 70, but my order with me or the demand is 80. So how much I can sell maximum? Yeah, students, getting the
70.
so I can sell 70 because I'm having only 70 dozens of roses with me. How can I sell 80 dozens? So this 80 will not be there. So this will also be 70 only. So this will also be 70 only. That's why I gave you this example. So here, if you see, even if I am having more quantity, but here if you see, I am having less demand. But in this case, A21, if you see, what is happening? A21, if I see, I am having less number, but the demand is more, but I cannot sell more, right? I am having only less. So whatever I bought, I need to again put 70 into 30 minus 70 into 10 only I have to put. So what is the value here? I'll just remove that. So this 70 into 10, because I'm buying 70 at 10 rupees, this will be same. Okay. So if you see here, not highlighter. Okay. So 10. Okay. So if you see here, this also will be 70 into 30. Why? Because I can sell only that much I am having. So this is 70 into 30 minus 70 into 10. What is the value here?
1400.
1400, sir.
1400. So if you see here this is also 1400. So can you tell me for A13? This is A13. A13. What is the value for A13?
1300.
1300. Why? It will not be same here. The horizontal and the vertical will not be same. Calculate.
1200.
1200. How? Can you tell me the breakup? Like this. I'll write here A13. Okay, A13. Right, A13. What is the value? How much can you sell? A13. So A13 is this one. So I'm having 70 ordered here. 70 is ordered and 90 is the demand. How much I can sell?
70 only, sir.
70 only we can sell because we are having only 70. So 70 into for how much value I am selling? For 30 per dozen I am selling. Okay, minus how much I am buying? I am buying only 70. So 70 into 10 again. So this will give me, what is the value again? Is same as the above. Again it is 1400
1400.
only. It will not change. It is 1400 only. So what is the value for this 100 now? This A14, what is the value?
1400.
1400 only, sir.
Because the demand is increasing but the supply is not increasing. Whatever demand is there, I can only sell 70. So it is 70 into 30 and whatever I am buying, I need to minus. So 70 into 10 again, the value will be the same. So this also will be 1400. So now can anybody tell me this A22? A22. So what is the value? I am having 80, I am
1600, sir.
ordering 80 and my sales is also 80 or my demand is also 80. So what will be the value here?
1600.
1600. And what is the breakup?
80 into 30 minus 80 into 10.
Yes, perfect. So it is 1600. So can you tell me here A23?
Same, sir.
Same.
1600.
1600. Yes. Why? Because the demand is increasing, but whatever I'm ordering or the supply is the same. So again, here also it is 1600 only. Okay, got my point? How it is? Because we are not increasing the input. If the output is, they are asking more. Whatever the input is there, only that much I can give, right? So who can tell me A31? Value of A31? Yeah, I'm ordering 90. My sales is only 70. So
So
what will be the value?
1800.
How much?
1800.
1800, sir.
1800. How?
90 into 30 minus 90 into 10.
No, it is wrong. 90 into 30.
So 1200.
How
So
can you sell 90?
1200.
Sir,
1200.
1200.
Yes, it is 1200.
So
I'll just
1200.
tell you how. Because see, I'm having 90, but the demand is only 70. I can't ask him to take all 90, right? The demand is only 70. I can sell only 70. So it will be 70 into 30 minus 90 into 10. So that's why it becomes 1200. Okay. So you can note it down if you want. So it is 70 into 30. I can sell maximum 70, right? 70 into 30 minus I am buying 90. So at 10 rupees. So it is 90 into 10. So I'm getting 1200. So can anybody tell me A41? The value of A41?
1100.
1100. And the breakup would be 70 into 30 minus 100 into 10. Okay, so I'm getting 1100. Okay, so similarly, what will be the value of A32?
1500.
A32. Why 1500?
So
What is the
because
breakup?
demand is 80 and sir, 80 into
30?
30 and 90 into 10.
Yes, you are right. So what is the value here? 1500.
Yes.
Okay, the next one, A33.
1800.
1800. How?
So 90 into 30 minus 90 into 10 because demand
Yes,
is 90 and ordered is also 90.
also 90. Correct. Then how about A34? What is the value for A34?
Sir, it's 1800.
How much?
1800.
1800. How?
Because demand is
How much is the demand?
we ordered 90, but the demand is 100, but
100.
we
So I
can
can
sell
sell
only
maximum
90.
90 only.
Yes.
So whatever the value is here will be coming here. That is 1800. Why? Because 90 into 30 minus 90 into 10. I think this is 1800. So can anybody tell me A42?
1600.
1600. Okay, how?
So 80 into 30 minus 80 into 10.
Not 80 into 10. It will be 100 into 10. I am
Yeah.
buying 100. Order is 100, but I am selling only
1400.
80. 1400?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just remember, this is I am buying. So ordered. This is ordered. This side is order. Okay, this is order. This is supply. So I cannot supply more than what is the demand, right? So now in this case, A43, tell me.
1700.
1700. Okay. Can you tell the breakup? How 1700?
So 90 to 30 minus 100 into 10.
10. Correct. So the value is 1700. That is fine then. So this is 1400, not 1600. Okay. Then the last one, A44. What is the value?
2000.
2000, sir.
2000. How? What is the breakup?
100 into
100
30
into
minus 100
30
into
minus
10.
Yes, correct. So if you understand this, how we got that? Okay, so here what is there? We need to not get confused with what is ordered and what is the demand. So whatever I'm having, even if I'm having more, I can only sell as much as the demand is. Okay, this is one point. Second point, if I am having less and the order is more, I can only sell as much I am having. I cannot sell more than that. So this is the second step. First step, it was direct, where if you see this one, here it was total selling price minus cost price, directly it was. Okay, the number into selling price minus variable cost minus the fixed cost. So in this case, a small trick was there in the sense we had to figure it out. That's all. That is, even if I order more, I can only sell as much as the demand is there. Okay, this is one. And the second one is, if I order less and if the demand is more, I can only sell as much as I am having with me. So that is whatever I am ordering only can be sold. Okay, rest is opportunity loss. Okay, so till here, if you understand, note it down the values and all. If you want, you can write this A11, A21, A12, whatever. If you are getting confused, you can write it. Otherwise, no need. If you are only understanding it, then more than enough. So, but in the examination also write at least 2 to 3 like this. Then rest you can write as it is. I mean, directly you can write. No need to write for all the values. So here if you see 4 plus 4, 16 values will come. No need to write all 16, right? 3 or 4 max. Okay. So the only thing is we need to tell the examiner that I know how to calculate and I'm showing you how to calculate for sum, and rest you can directly write the values. Okay. So not an issue. So directly with the calculator you can type and write the answer. So we'll stop for the day. Okay, so there is next one, whereas it is a bit much more complicated than this. So make sure today, if you are not understanding it, read it properly. I'll upload it this particular class in 1 hour or so. Okay, as soon as it is getting downloaded. So I'll be uploading it. So go back to this particular video and check out. Okay, if you are getting confused, what was done earlier, what you did not get. Okay, then you can understand this better. Otherwise, the next problem will be what you call, it will be a bouncer to you all. Okay, so those who have not understand, please go back. It will take some 10 minutes only, not more than that. Go back to the sum, understand it. Okay, how we got this particular values. Right? So we'll stop for the day. We'll meet you in the next class. Okay, students, bye.